Hello, this is Koast Radio in Ashleigh, and you are about to see some of our presenters answer some questions. We are a very talented bunch.
This is Koast Radio.
Hi, I'm Richie.
80s, 90s.
And this is Clary.
90s.
Hi, I'm Richie, and this is Clary.
And to dance. This is Koast Radio.
Hi, it's Ginger Jesus.
I've caught up with some of them to ask them the question, which is better, LP or streaming?
LP, certainly.
Streaming.
I think streaming for me. I sold my LPs a long time ago before the resurgence of vinyl, so I'm a bit sick about that. But I did keep a couple of ones that were kind of special and close to my heart, but at the minute it is streaming, yeah, definitely.
LP, because I don't know what streaming is.
Got to be LP, then you've got the true definition.
I was brought up in the 80s, so my dad had LPs. So I used to listen to the LPs, but I think streaming for nowadays.
I want to say LP, but technology, streaming, so much easier.
LP, because I like the sound that vinyl makes on a record player.
LP, definitely.
Definitely LP, streaming's killing music.
Oh, definitely LP.
I'm quite nostalgic, so I think I'd say LP.
In this day and age, it would be streaming, but I would want to say LP or CD.
If you'd asked me this question about 10 years ago, I would say LP, but I've gone up to date, so streaming.
Budgie.
I would have to say Goldfish. They seem a lot easier to look after than a budgie. Plus, they're quiet.
I'd say Goldfish.
Budgies!
Well, I can't swim that well, so it'd have to be a budgie.
Budgie without a shadow of a doubt. Budgie. You can interact more with a budgie than you can with the goldfish.
Well, I've had both in my time, but I think I've probably been more for the budgie.
Budgie.
Budgie. I'd love to be a budgie and be able to fly way up above in the sky there, and I could look down upon things, and if I see anybody who needs any help, I can fly over to them, and people would say, "Is that a plane?" I'd say, "No, it's Budgie Man." Yeah, that's me, Budgie Man.
Both.
Budgie.
Goldfish. Less hassle. Very quiet.
Budgie. Like lovebirds.
Now, I can certainly agree with that. There are a lot of people we admire, but who is your hero of all time?
It's got to be the one and only Robin Williams.
Oh, that's easy for me. Jeff Lynne.
The Incredible Hulk.
Me grandma. She's lovely.
Got to be, when I first started playing football, Trevor Francis.
I have two all-time heroes. Musically, it would be David Bowie, without a doubt. And for everything else, just on how to be a man and how to live your life, Muhammad Ali.
I'd say Bob Dylan.
If you'd asked me when I was about 12, I would have said Batman. If you'd asked me in the 90s, I would have said Shearer. And now, wait, Batman again?
Me dad.
My all-time hero would have to be Jesus.
All-time hero, that would be my dad.
My grandmother.
Alan Shearer, number 9. How are the lads?
A true North East legend, Kumar. Shearer!
I like a nice, well-crafted, homemade loaf of bread.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Like a nice curry, but fish and chips.
Indian.
Mrs. Kumar's Punjabi Northwest Indian cuisine. Wonderful.
Homemade food.
Steak, it's got to be.
Food. I just like food, yes.
Mashed potato. It's versatile, it goes with everything.
Pasta. Anything pasta.
You name it, I love it. Indian, definitely.
Steak and chips.
Anything Italian, I do like Italian food.
Now, I love a spicy tomato and pepperoni pasta with either steak or belly pork.
Well, that makes me really hungry, but then again, I am always hungry. Okay, now here's the question. What would you tell your 10-year-old self?
I'd say, see all this? It's going to change. You're going to get through it.
Don't let anybody put you down. Believe in yourself.
Follow your dreams.
Don't throw away missed opportunities.
Just have a bit more confidence. Believe in yourself a bit more. Because I was very shy when I was young.
Go with your heart, not with your head.
Don't take life for granted and just go with the flow of life and have fun and laughter.
Just take it easy. Don't overdo it. And have a bit of common sense, mate. That's probably it.
Don't listen to them. Basically, it'll be as simple as that. Don't listen to them.
Don't trust the Northeast rap scene.
I think something like just carry on being happy, enjoy yourself. Don't worry about what other people think about you.
I would probably say, don't worry, everything will be all right.
Stick your head into a book at school and keep it there. Don't mess around as much as you're going to. So I didn't do that. Well, I did okay at school, but I was a bit of a clown at times.
It's not your fault. Don't believe the other person. Find a grown-up who will listen. Speak to a trusted adult. Speak out and stay safe.
Don't be so stupid. Knuckle down at school. And don't be afraid of hard work.
Brilliant advice, I'm sure. I can't remember the first song I actually bought, but the first album I remember was 12 Deadly Sins by Cyndi Lauper. What was the first song or album you ever bought?
Born to Run. The album.
This is where my street cred falls off the radar. The first single I ever bought, deeply ashamed of this, Remember You're a Womble.
Bobby Gentry and Glenn Campbell singing Walk Right Back to Me This Minute.
Fallen by Evanescence.
You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon.
My late sister was a big fan of like sort of Free, Cream, Yardbirds, and she had a copy of Fire and Water, the Free album, which is one that has All Right Now on. And something in that album resonated, and my folks had bought me, my brother, a Dansette record player, which is one of the ones they built. Do you remember the ones built in a suitcase? And I used to pinch the record and I used to play it, and my sister got so fed up, she used to lock it away. So what happened was, I got the remainder of my birthday money, my Christmas money, and my mum took us to Parishes in Baker, to the record department, and I bought my own copy of the LP at the age of 6.5. And the first single I bought was Hell's Bells, AC/DC.
Were actually LPs, 2 LPs in 1970. Bollywood soundtrack called Geet, which means song. And the second one is by Neil Young, After the Gold Rush.
Run DMC, It's Like That.
Madness, Return of the Lost Palmer 7.
The first album I bought was Foreigner 4.
I think it was Public Enemy, Don't Believe the Hype.
It's the X-Files theme tune.
And for a 7-year-old lad sitting up in his bedroom, it just kicked the door open in my mind, and I thought, hey, if this is good, so if this is how good music can be, sign me up.
Jerry and the Blockheads, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Remember it well. Bought it at Oliver's, World Record Shop on the main street.
The Halloween Bash, the New Monkey Halloween Bash on tape from the market in Newcastle.
Judy.
I'm going to go for Spider because that was the name of my dog.
Deefer.
Jack.
I've always liked the idea of calling a dog, dog.
Stay, just to confuse them.
Lillian.
I'm going to say Rocky.
Pippa.
Shep.
Just say my own dog, Harvey.
Piddles.
Bryn.
Call him CC for short, Cassius Clay.
Wow, there is some cool answers there, guys.
Definitely evening. I'm not a morning person.
Depends on the day.
Without a doubt, morning. I love it.
Definitely evening.
Morning, for the simple fact is I can't do pretty much in the evening unless it's summertime because of my eye condition, so morning.
Well, I'm definitely more a morning person. Yeah, I prefer the morning, quieter.
Evening, definitely. I am not a morning person in the slightest.
Evening, I don't do mornings.
Oh, I'm definitely a morning person, yeah.
Evening for me. I love evenings.
I'm an evening person. I like to lounge around in my dressing gown, cravat and a large brandy, watching repeats of The Apprentice.
Evening, without a shadow of a doubt, because I don't see mornings very often. So, yep, evenings.
Evening.
Ooh, both. Both.
Okay, here's a secret. I'm an evening person, even though I'm in my pyjamas at 7 p.m.
Oh, it'd have to be Ibiza.
Well, I would definitely choose Ibiza because I need some sun. If you can't tell, I am very, very pale. But where would you prefer to go on holiday?
See, I've been to lakes a few times and it's always raining when I'm there. Well, it's either raining or it's red hot. And if it's red hot, you've got the midges. And if it's raining, obviously you're just soaking sore. And I've been to Ibiza as well, so I think I'd say Ibiza.
This is lovely, but Ibiza.
Oh, I'd say the lakes.
Definitely the lakes.
It's got to be the lakes because I'm a country girl. I like the countryside.
But I've never been to Ibiza, but I've been to the lakes.
So I'm going to say the lakes.
10-year-old me would have probably said Ibiza, but I'm a lot older, I'm a lot wiser. It would definitely be the lakes now.
I'm going to say Ibiza, but only because Madness play there. If they didn't, it would be the lakes.
Or the lakes, definitely.
The lakes. Spend so much time there. Love the place.
The natural beauty of the lakes.
The lakes.
Okay, this next set of questions, we are going to look at memories.
Obviously having my children and my wedding day.
2, wedding day and the birth of my daughter.
Probably passed my driving test, to be honest.
It was probably when I took my granddad to meet the 80s wrestler Rowdy Roddy Piper. He had no idea that he was going to meet him. We rocked up at the venue and he absolutely loved it. We met him before the show and my granddad even got dragged up on stage as well, which I was a little bit jealous of. But it was, I would love to go back to that day.
Was yesterday.
The day my son was born. I'll always remember that. It was probably the best day I can remember.
Sunday.
Hanging out with my crew, my family, and doing either if there's a celebration or an event we were all part of. Yeah, that's the sort of a shared experience with my family and or friends.
A lie-in, a light breakfast, and then probably down to the beach with a dog, just have a walk.
When my nieces and my nephews were born.
My best day is probably a Saturday.
Probably the birth of my son.
If it was going to be a day in general, Christmas Day. I love Christmas Day. But if it had to be one day in particular, the first day I was in Florida.
When me nana died, it was my first experience of someone in the family passing. And it just shattered me. Yeah, and it's something that'll stick in my mind because my dad picked us up from school, which was unusual, and we're walking home and he broke the news, and that was it. I was inconsolable, and it got worse because I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral because I was too young. That day, definitely one of the worst. other worst days is losing other members of my family. So.
When I got diagnosed with depression.
Actually going through being born, first day of my life, but it's been better every day since.
Probably a Sunday evening.
Finding out all my family, like this year, 2019, all having cancer. So yeah, that's probably the worst day of when I heard the news.
Saturday.
The day Elton Colliery closed. The day everybody stood there, I can picture it now, saying goodbye to people that you'd worked with for quite a few years. Literally in the tally room, the bathroom, there was grown men crying. It was the end of an era.
I don't know, I suppose when I lost my mum, a long time ago now, but still thinking about her a lot.
When me nan died and I was actually by her bedside in hospital with me mother, seeing her go, because that's the first time I've ever seen a human like dead as well, you know. So I think that was probably my worst day.
Joint 2 days, the deaths of my parents, that would be it.
Doing like paying tax, being on the telephone when I'm having to sort of like try and get through to somebody. It's frustrating when I'm on the phone and there's awful music playing.
The day when I went to hospital, because when I was a kid I had like a fit and something weird happened, and I kind of like went to the other side and come back again. So I'd say for me, not knowing much, but that would have probably been my worst day of my life.
Both. Both, I like both.
Restaurant.
Picnic, but I do like a restaurant now and then.
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Oh, restaurant, definitely.
I'd say restaurant.
Oh, restaurant, easy.
Oh, picnic, definitely. Definitely outdoors. Get in.
Restaurant, nice Italian, some red wine and some pizza again.
Both.
Definitely a picnic.
Restaurant.
Okay, mine has to be The Shawshank Redemption, but what is your favourite film ever?
Back to the Future. I've got about 10 different box sets of it.
It's got to be between Dirty Dancing and Ghost.
The original Jungle Book.
They Live by John Carpenter.
Great Escape.
Blazing Saddles. Maybe an odd choice, but it's just Blazing Saddles, Mel Brooks' humour.
Favourite Christmas film, Die Hard. Currently, I can't stop watching the new Avengers movie, Endgame. Really good, really emotional, brilliant film.
Closely followed by Fast and Furious.
Dances with Wolves.
Home Alone 2 for the violence.
The Rocky saga, but now my favourite movies are the Rise of the Foot Soldiers saga.
Police Academy. I absolutely love that film. Had me in stitches. I loved it.
A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick.
An Indian classic movie called Sholay, which means embers.
If I had to pick one film that I always go to, is It's a Wonderful Life.
My favourite TV show has to be Lost, but what would you choose? There's so many.
Have I got news for you? Yeah, Paul Merton and Ian Hislop, my type of satirical humour, love it to bits.
It's got to be The Muppet Show.
The B, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, or Big Brother.
That's hard, I don't really watch TV.
A League of Their Own. Past ones, there's so many classic comedies. No, you've got George and Mildred, you've got Professionals, Starsky and Hutch, Bless This House, Open All Hours, Porridge, the list's endless. Classics, 70s, 80s sitcoms.
At 24, Kiefer Sutherland, who I've met actually. It's a close personal friend. Thanks, Alex.
But at the minute, I am binge watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
We went to see it live last year and it was absolutely incredible. So definitely, hands down, The Muppet Show.
I don't have one.
which is very naughty and children don't watch it.
Yeah, well, I don't have a television, so it's difficult to opine on that subject.
I really loved Ovida saying Pet, but the other one I'm going to plumb for, purely because it was on longer, so I had more laughs out of it, is Only Fools and Horses.
Rhythm and flow. It's like X Factor, but for only hip hop.
Orphan Black and Grimm.
The Chase.
Series called Coupling, that was on the Beeb. Kind of an English version of Friends, but it was before Friends came out. The humour is just my sort of thing. I would recommend watching it. Coupling. Give it a go.
Will do, G-Man. Bye for now. Because that was wrong. Sorry. I forgot to use my phone. I know. I should have said that. Should I do that one again?
Do it again with your phone. Yep.
Some of our presenters answering some lovely questions. Oh.